Have you ever found something in a game that took you completely by surprise? Whether an intentional Easter egg or a ridiculous glitch, video games are filled with the crazy, the unpredictable, and the impossible. But as with most games, it doesn't take too long for somebody to discover a secret. And there are some games that certainly take longer than others. For example, some Easter eggs and secrets, like the hidden emulator within GoldenEye or the Chris Houlihan room from The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, took many years for gamers to track down after the game's release, and in some cases, were found completely by accident. But what about those secrets that remain unfound? Some video games possess secrets that are known about, but for some reason or another cannot be located by anyone who has played them. That brings us to today's video. The Mega Man Classic series is something you're undoubtedly familiar with, especially if you followed my channel for a long period of time. But there exists a secret within the Mega Man universe that Capcom themselves have gone on record stating its existence, but still over a decade later, nobody has found it. So sit back and relax as we explore the quest for Mega Man 9's lost secret. After over a decade of hiatus, the Mega Man Classic series resumed with the release of Mega Man 9 on September 22, 2008. The game was exactly what I needed at the time. One part awesome platforming, one part amazing music, and one part palpable nostalgia. It was a true return to form from the classic games on the NES, and in my opinion was one of the greatest Mega Man games ever created. There was just something about playing through a pixelated platforming masterpiece while everyone else seemed focused on the biggest and baddest new graphical monster of a title. And to top it off, the game was pretty difficult, if not one of the most difficult Mega Man games there is. To add to the already fun dose of gameplay that Mega Man 9 offered were the wide array of achievements like beating the game without dying, or even better, without getting hit. Shortly after the game's release, people began searching the various levels and menus for secrets. Ironically, some minor discoveries were made about potential secret weapons or character skins and were posted on Capcom Mega Man forums. To many people's surprise, former Capcom community manager Seth Killian revealed that there was a hidden secret in the game that nobody had found yet. Gamers began speculating that the secret was an unlockable character or a new level, but Capcom refuted all of these hypotheses. And as with any great mystery, the internet erupted into overnight detectives in hopes of discovering this Easter egg. But despite hours and hours of looking, there was absolutely no luck. Many posts, but no actual secrets of any kind. Seth elaborated on his claim saying, "You'll have to look deeper than you've ever looked before." Well, what the heck did that mean? As gamers around the world wrapped up Mega Man 9's normal playthrough, DLC was announced for the title. The game was to feature an endless mode in which gamers could evaluate their platforming prowess by traversing endless randomized screens littered with enemies and perilous traps at each and every pixel. Based on Killian's earlier statements, many hypothesized that the super hidden secret had to be related to endless mode. To add fuel to this, Capcom confirmed this theory and gamers were back off to the races to look for clues. Needless to say, Mega Man fans tend to be some of the most diehard on the planet, so it didn't take long for them to power through as much of the DLC as possible, scouring each and every corner for signs of a secret. The gameplay in endless mode isn't necessarily entertaining, but it takes quite a bit of skill and determination to achieve significant progress. Playing through the DLC was fun at first, but to me, quickly became tasking the farther and farther I got. It became quickly obvious to me that if anyone was going to find this secret, it certainly wouldn't be me. And trust me, I've played hundreds of hours of Mega Man. The main problem with discovering this secret is that nobody had any idea what it was pertaining to, other than perhaps endless mode. Was this a bonus item, weapon, character, Easter egg, glitch, or something different entirely? Statements from various Capcom members indicated that the secret would be discovered by making it far enough in endless mode. But how far was far enough? As the months ticked by, the Mega Man community went into a frenzy of pontification, doubt, and dedication to discovering the elusive secret. As the leaderboard record kept climbing, nothing of note surfaced regarding Mega Man 9's hidden secret. I remember in 2009, Seth elaborated a bit more on the secret, seeing as no one had even come close to finding it. In an interview, he stated, 1. Yes, the secret is real. 2. You have to get to a certain screen in endless mode to see it. And 3. It's not really that big of a deal. Wait just a moment. This seemed like a strange statement from Seth, because on one hand, it confirmed that the secret was real, and on the other, he ended up downplaying things because of the obsessiveness some Mega Man fans carried around, dying to figure out this Easter egg. Seeing the high score of over 7,000 screens pop up on the leaderboards raised his eyebrows even further, stating that the individual who got the score was over halfway there. There was also a brief posting of a 99,999 screen score, later to be proven false through hacking. Seth initially stated that individual had more than likely found the screen, which gave gamers an even bigger clue. The secret was most likely only visible somewhere between 10,000 and 99,999 screens. No big deal, right? But herein lies the ultimate problem. Perhaps from looking on the outside, reaching 15,000 screens may not seem terribly daunting for an intense Mega Man fan willing to devote hours of their time to powering through the game, but that's where you would be wrong. See, not only do you have to focus on getting past each individual screen, but the game gets progressively more difficult as you go on. Let me explain. There are about 35 different screen combinations. Each area has a start and an endpoint, so after you reach an endpoint, the game just randomly puts you into another area. About every 32nd screen or so, there's a boss battle. After you beat the 8 robot masters, your damaging rate goes up by 1 pixel. So, if we do some simple math, after screen 6800 or so, everything will kill you in 1 hit. That means in order to get to screen 15,000 legitimately, you would have to play 8,200 screens, including 212 Robot Master fights, without getting hit. And I don't know about you, but there's very few games that I've played, Mega Man included, that I've managed to make it through without getting hit. And to do it through 8,200 screens and 212 bosses, it seems virtually impossible. But if there's anything I've learned over the years, it's never say never. In 2010, a video emerged captured from an emulator about what happens after screen 9,999. I personally examined the video from start to finish, up, down, left, right, and everywhere in between, and for the life of me, I could not find one thing about it that stood out as an Easter egg. Although, this weapon select screen does look a little bit funky. And let's not forget the Gametrailers dive into the secret where they use cheats to get up to 15,000 screens, and yeah, absolutely nothing. Perhaps the secret only triggers without cheats, but who has that kind of time and dedication to be able to pull this off? As the game crossed the 3-year mark of its release, people all over the world began getting frustrated and skeptical at the elusive secrets still out there for Mega Man 9. Some accused Killian of faking an Easter egg in order to keep the game relevant long after its release. Others, who have spoken with him personally, dispel this rumor, and honestly, it wouldn't make much sense for him to keep up the guise for as long as he has. Generally, the only people still playing Mega Man 9 already bought the game, so what does Capcom have to benefit from? Why keep the jig up for this long for nothing? There were too many questions left without answers. As the years went on, Mega Man fans began speculating on tons of different ideas. Is there a secret string of text on the screen? Do the enemies start behaving a certain way? Do the assets change at all? Does the game glitch out? Or do you have a kill screen like in Mega Man 10's Endless Attack where it just ends? Is the secret the friends you made along the way? Even data mining Mega Man 9 proved to be useless, and afterwards many people gave up on the secret entirely. Perhaps Seth Killian started the conversation as an offhanded comment, and in a way to promote the DLC for the game, and no real secret exists at all. Maybe it's like the pendant from Dark Souls, in which the dev team admitted years later had no actual purpose, even though they alluded that it did for many years before that. Some even thought Seth would release some kind of hint after he left Capcom, but it appeared that the non-disclosure agreements were way too strong. Even in 2016, he remained adamant of his existence. The Mega Man secret is something I pass on. I passed on to our community group at Capcom so they will carry the torch. I'm keeping it with me. People may discover it yet someday. We'll see if we can. Maybe we'll do a charity drive sometime and it'll be the least exciting secret reveal of all time. It's really not going to change anybody's life. It's a little thing, but I think secrets in the age of the internet are exciting. It is really real. If you don't believe me, you can ask the other community guys. Maybe you'll believe them. It is real. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it's a bit of fun. And I think having a little mystery in the world is a good thing. To this day, no one has confirmed nor denied the existence of Mega Man 9's hidden secret, other than Killian himself. What do you think? Is there a long-lost Easter egg still out there? Was Seth Killian telling the truth? Or does this boil down to some clever marketing or playing along with the joke for way too long? Let me know what you think in the comments below. At the end of the day, no one can deny the mysterious nature of this secret, and many still search for it to this day. The one question I have is, do you still believe?